Why was now the right time to release Trap or Die 3? I mean, I feel like, trapping is the subject. That's what we talking about. Like, ever since I came in the game, opened the door, I kind of left it there. We did a Trap or Die 2. That's like the in-between thing. But I think that's the subject at hand. When you listen to most of the music that's out today, everybody got their own, version of what they think trapping is. You know what I mean? And I just feel, before I go another further, that I kind of need to reiterate what it was about in the first place. You know what I'm saying? It's about getting money, being successful, just keeping it pushing no matter what you got going on or what you're going through, because it's still thug motivation. I feel like when I hear the trap music today, I don't hear that. I hear more so about staying high and just all type of other shit. And I get it, but at the same time, I'm the big homie. So I feel like before I take another step or any other direction, I just need to clarify a couple things there. You know what I mean? So I just feel like now is a better time than ever, because that's really the subject. When I listen to music, that's what people are talking about. As far as the features, I just wanted to go with quality street music. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's something that French brings to the records. He's just like he's the fun New York party guy. You know what I'm saying? Like myself, when it comes to the South, and he understands, Southern sonics. You know what I mean? A lot of his songs they have our sonics in them. So I just feel like it was a perfect match for going crazy, because it was a different beat, like as far as what things sound like for me. But I feel like he can get in the pocket, and boy was I right. You know what I mean? Because he caught it just right. The Bankroll Fresh song, D Rich was Bankroll's producer, and him and D Rich and Bankroll had a tight bond, like me and Shorty Red. It was kind of all in the same thing, so that was inevitable. That was gonna be great regardless, because D Rich knows both of us. We all grew together as far as music, and it just sounded like what Trap or Die was supposed to sound like. It's hard, it's edgy, it doesn't sound like anything else. Actually, it's the hardest shit in the street right now. You know what I mean? Because the way it was put together, where it at with Yo Gotti. Gotti be talking, that trap talk, and it's like, we want to know where it's at. I hear everybody talking about it. They say it's in the mail. Like, where the tracking number at? Because I hear everybody's in the mail. So it's like, where that? I want to see it. Not on the Instagram though. I want to see it. Like, you ever see what Jeezy said? I saw you out. And your man was like, what's the difference between a 4.6 and a regular Range Rover? Like 30, 40 grand cocks like a beat it. It's one of those moments. Like okay, where's it at though? The joint with Chris Brown was more so like Pretty Diamonds. It was more so the bad boy R&B meets, the thug motivator, and we just want to make the classy chicks feel ratchet sometime too. So that's what that was about. Lil Wayne on About That has a New Orleans bounce, but I just felt like he was the only one that could play the pocket, and it worked so well. And it's like, with me putting this stuff together, I never been one of them kind of people that like to ride a wave or just because something's like hot at the moment. Because I've been in the game long enough to know that, sometimes, it can start off hot and be something else. So, 10, 15 years down the line, when we go back and we talk about this project, like we talk about the first Trap or Die or the first Thug Motivation, I want to hold that same standard. And even if you listen to the first Thug Motivation, it had the little scrappies and the Trick Daddies and my man, who else is on there? T.I., Buck. But that was solid to me. You know what I'm saying? These are people that I watched their careers, and I was like, you know what I mean? So this was the same thing. It was like, I like Plies, and I like what he brings when he brings what he does. Like on Lose My Mind, he came through and he showed out. And the record that we have on here, Sexy, I just knew that was his department, because he talks to women like that all day on his Instagram. You know what I mean? That's his thing. So it's like, what difference would it make if it was the Instagram of the song? But the song happens to be jamming. And he fit that criteria, so it made sense. So for me, it was just making sure that, you know what I'm saying, like honestly, like it was the best body of work and the best quality of street music that you can get, because I've been sitting back and I see people just popping out like microwave popcorn. You know what I mean? And I would prefer my popcorn gourmet. You know what I mean? So I just want to let them know it's more about, quality and not quantity.